In this video, I want to take you through the alternative international career positioning strategies. These are the strategies that I work with my international candidates at a high level to help them get in front of the overseas employers. Now, I'm going to just quickly show you where this sits into the wider strategy that we work through with international candidates. This is a three-step method that we implement with international candidates. And just very quickly, first step here is to find the ideal employers, to find the ideal jobs, find the requirements so that we can create a value profile to match what the employers want and what the jobs require. And then we implement the visibility strategies to get in front of those employers. And these visibility strategies is what I'm going to show you today, so that when the candidate have a value profile and they get through to these employers, they are well presented. They have a clear, structured way in which to work with these employers, and they are the most valuable and the most visible candidates. So in today's quick video, I'm just going to take you through what these visibility strategies are, because I always get asked about them. So the prerequisites for this is that you must have your eligibility done, your skills and qualifications assessments done if it's necessary in terms of your eligibility, if you're going to another country, if you're an immigrant without working rights. If you already have working rights and you already have a visa, then you know the processes and those are not necessary. But you also need a value profile. You cannot get in front of your employers without a value profile. And you saw me talking about that in the previous slide. Now, don't worry about that. I'm going to give you a full resource at the end of this training to help you create that value profile. So why are we doing this? The whole question is, why can't you just apply online and that way get through to employers? We know this is the biggest problem these days. Our online applications are vastly ineffective, especially for immigrants, for various reasons. One of those reasons is the hiring funnel. And the hiring funnel is the thing inside employers' recruitment systems that is there. It is working like it should. It is put there to keep you invisible. It is put there to filter out all the many thousands of applications that do come through every year. And that is the way in which they are filtering them out. So in other words, the hiring funnel is there to diminish the number of applications coming through. You getting caught up in that hiring funnel, and for that reason, for every 1,000 people or individuals that apply for a position, only one will be offered the job. So you literally have less than 1% chance of getting through a hiring funnel. And this hiring funnels have many gates, many things that will keep people invisible, like ATS systems. Recruiters are part of the hiring funnel, and other ways in which it literally eliminates your online application. So we want to avoid getting caught up in the net of this hiring funnel. Therefore, we are using what we call visibility strategies to circumnavigate this, to avoid this, because the hiring funnel will keep you invisible. So the result of this, if you're going through the hiring funnel and you apply online, you'll constantly hear these things. Thank you for your application. At this time, we're not moving you forward. Even if you applied for 100, 200, 300 jobs, I have spoken to someone the other week with 866 online job applications and just got nowhere. That is highly ineffective. And you'll also, if you're an immigrant, you'll hear or you see these disclaimers on the job ads. It says you must have a visa first, you must be eligible first, you don't meet the requirements, or come see us when you're here and you're still offshore. We don't work with immigrants. All of these things and more are just the result of you being caught up in this hiring funnel. So we want to avoid all of this. And avoiding all of this means that you're actually getting in front of the hiring manager and an employer without being caught up in this, without being eliminated by an ATS, without applying for jobs online, without being screened out by recruiters. Yes, they are just part of a hiring funnel. And then access that hidden job market of jobs that are usually never advertised. In all markets, it's more than 80% of the market are never advertised. So you are likely to be the only candidate and have a higher chance of landing a job if you're the only candidate. And this is the whole strategy here. This is the cherry on the cake. If you can have no competitors and be the most visible and most valuable candidate, then obviously you have a much better chance of getting through. So what I'm talking here about is the strategies that we implement with our Elite Career Mentor candidates are all aimed at this, at getting you in front of the hiring managers and employers at jobs that are never advertised, being the most visible, most valuable. In other words, avoiding this hiring funnel altogether. So here are the strategies. Now, before I go into this, I have to explain a little bit how I develop these strategies. I'm not going to go into full detail here, but why? Why did we have to do this? Like I said, there is a hiring funnel keeping you invisible, but I went and analyzed through many decades of working with immigrants and international candidates how employers recruit. So I found that they're all following a certain process. It doesn't matter how big or small an employer is. I'm a small employer, but I follow the same process. If you're a bigger employer, you follow the same process. I've worked in the HR departments and HR and these departments and companies and all kinds of companies all my life. So I know the recruitment processes. So when an employer wants to recruit anyone, they follow this process regardless of their size. And this is in response to this process that I've developed these strategies to avoid the hiring funnel. So the first thing that an employer will do is actually go and check if they have someone already available, if they have a job vacancy. And the reason they're doing this is to save money, because it's expensive to advertise jobs online. For example, New Zealand and Australia, if an employer is going to advertise a job on seek.co.nz or seek.com.au, where you're searching for jobs, it costs them about $3,500 per job ad per month. So you'll find that very few jobs are actually advertised there. We estimate between 6 and 8% of the whole of the market. That is a snippet. So if you're going to search there, you're missing out on the bigger part of the market. Regardless of that, employers don't go there first. They're first going to check, do I already have someone? Therefore, they're all running talent pools or a talent network. So what I'm going to do here is go out of here and show you what a talent network looks like and how employers recruiting through this talent network who are actually sponsors. So give me a second. I'm just going to go out of this slide and show you what this talent pool looks like so you can get an idea of what sits behind the scenes here. This is an example of a talent pool. So this employer, Data Insight, who is an employer in New Zealand in the IT niche, they always have on their careers page this ad here, join our talent pool. They're not saying for a specific role, for a specific job. They broadly always perpetually advertising for people to join their network or their company and get into their talent pool. So if you knew that this company existed and they were an ideal employer for you, you could submit your details to the talent pool without getting eliminated by an ATS system. So if you look closely, if you go on Seek and you search for their name, they do not advertise on Seek at all. These jobs here are from Generate Zero, Favona, Alexander James, Archway Recruitment. This is not from Data Insight. So they do not advertise these positions for people to join their talent network or their talent pool on Seek at all. And if you then go further and you search the accredited employer list in New Zealand, these are employers who are sponsors who can work with immigrants. They are accredited employers. For this reason, we need to completely re-engineer the process in which we work. Firstly, looking for who are employers, what do they want, create a value profile, and then going and finding their talent pools. And this is what we do in the Elite Career Mentor programs for our international candidates. Regardless, you get my drift here. Can you see how This is the invisible or the hidden job market here. Going back to our slide, this is the first place where an employer is going to look if they need a person. Do we have someone that we already know of? Have they previously expressed their interest? Are they in the talent pool? For that reason, we have a job search strategy called the virtual door knock. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it to get into the talent pool. Okay, back to an employer. If they can't find someone then in their talent pool, they're going to go to their network from referrals and recommendations, because that means that they trust someone much more than someone who just applies with a CV online and they can't verify the information. So in New Zealand and Australia, you're 22 times more likely to land a job through a network. This is where you will need to build a network out of connections, hiring managers inside those curated employers that you have researched. In the Elite Career Mentor programs, we do this research for our candidates. We find the employers for them. We tell them how to find these hiring managers. We create the value profile and we tell them how to get in front of it with a strategy like this. So this is your second strategy, the Magic 500. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that in a second. So next, if an employer can find someone like this, then they will add that job on their website, or they'll put it in a LinkedIn post or in a Facebook post. They're still not advertising and paying for it on Seek. So this is where, if you knew who these employers were, you could find these other ways and maybe check their website from time to time, or check in other ways if they are advertising. So let me show you an employer. I always use them, Becca, who does this informal advertising. Let's go out of here and I'll show you what they look like. Becca is an engineering and infrastructure consulting firm in New Zealand, and they're now multinational. So if you go to their careers website, you will see that they have many jobs listed on their website. And you can also see that you're entering an ATS system here, but there's 164 jobs listed on their website. Now, if you go through here and you choose New Zealand, there'd probably be around 130 jobs in New Zealand listed on their website. So going back to Seek, we are going to search for Becca and make sure that we can see how many jobs are advertised on Seek for Becca. 4. That compares to the 130 or so that are advertised on their website. Can you see the informal way that they're advertising? They're not paying to add jobs to their website, but they're paying for jobs on Seek, so they won't put them on Seek. This is one way in showing you part of that invisible job market where employers informally advertise. Another way to do this is to go onto LinkedIn and just check for jobs that are advertised in the feed, not in LinkedIn jobs. So you potentially have set up your LinkedIn with listings or alerts and jobs, and you'll be getting these jobs. But have you ever thought about if employers or hiring managers advertise informally? So let's just put an accountant in here and Auckland, and we will go to the feed. The feed is where someone posts something in LinkedIn. In other words, a post. It's not in LinkedIn jobs. Okay. And here you could see Bridget, who is the CEO at this company, Loyalty Hub, right? Hiring for an account director. Okay, this was done 1 hour ago. Rachel Chapman, who is at Hasbro, she is the GM at Hasbro. She is the hiring manager at Hasbro, hiring for a national account manager. Here are hiring managers putting posts through to fill their network or to find people. They're not putting it in LinkedIn jobs because it costs them about $1,200 per job ad per month. They are potentially small employers. So going back to our slide, we can see here another piece of the hidden job market. So now you have 3 strategies here. You have getting into the pool, which we call the virtual door knock. We have building a network and getting in front of that network, and I'll show you some examples in a minute. And we have informal advertising. We have 3 strategies here, and this is the hidden job market. But going back to how employers recruit, if they couldn't find someone this way, then they will advertise the job on Seek or on LinkedIn or somewhere else, right? And this is where they pay money. This is where the ATS is active, and it will filter you out. You'll instantly get that message. Thank you for your application. This time we're not taking you forward. And this is where you have competition. The whole bloody world can apply for that job. So you are one of thousands of job applications with a similar CV. What makes you different? Can you see why we do not play in the advertised job space? We play in the hidden job market with specific strategies that is designed to get to each of these places. So here are the strategies. The virtual door knock. Now listen, this is not applying for a job online. Even if you see that job on the employer's website, you've got to be careful to not just apply, because you'll still be knocked out by an ATS if it is present. This is where it gets a little bit technical. So when I work with international candidates, I take the list of employees that I give them and I find a way to get past that ATS if we're using the strategy in that regard. But for this, you're going to need a list of your employers. You're going to need a value profile, and you've got to get into that talent pool. Okay, so does that make sense? So the next strategy, let me show you case studies first. Here is someone who has done this. And he did this while during the recession in New Zealand in the IT space. He did 189 virtual door knocks. He did not want to do any of the others. And he got into these employers' websites and found the talent pools, and he had several offers. And he says here, a post that was not advertised or even open. This was Daryl here who came to New Zealand, and while he was still offshore, we gave him the list of his employers. He went through the list, set up interviews with them, and walked away with, he had 7 interviews in New Zealand, and he walked away with just as many offers, just by directly approaching those employers. And he says here, they told him, we like what we see, but you need a visa before you can apply for jobs. He had those same things when he started applying online. Okay, the Magic 500 is the one where you create or build that network of hiring managers. Phase 1 is building the network. Phase 2 is engaging and interacting with that network, being seen by them and checking whether you're seen by them. Or you can then influence them with doing other things. It is a specific strategy with specific steps, and this is what I take my Elite Career Mentor candidates through. Here are some examples. This is a person who said, I've just done this. This is actually posted a couple of days ago, right? It was tough, right? He found it really, really tough dealing with the current competition and the competitors in the market. So he stopped pouring all his time into perfectly customizing resumes and cover letters and applying online, and he started curating his network and reaching out to those people. And then this is this was Michael, who did it from a distance, wanting to find a job in Australia. I said to him, Michael, start finding your ideal hiring managers, get your profile in front of them, because he had a value profile. And this is what he did. It was literally 3 weeks later, and he started getting interviews and, of course, his offers. The influencer strategy is the hardest one, but the most effective. The influencer strategy requires you to have a huge network and create content for them. Now, this is not easy, but it's highly effective. So if you want to be someone like this, there are a few people who've done this. You will literally get shoulder tapped without ever applying for online jobs, because people will see you and approach you. And this is the way to get exposure globally. This is a very, very cool strategy to work with, but I warn you, this is a lot of hard work, but it works a treat. Okay, so I've taken you through why we do the strategies, how they work, why they exist, and what they are. Of course, this video is too short to take you into the depths of each single one of them. But what I've done is I have created some training for you to help you get through this. Here you can see some case studies of the influencer strategy, where people who have done this, how their LinkedIn profile views just shoots up and they just get approached by overseas employers. Now, what I've done is I've created a full course. It's a 7-day course. It has numerous, I think there's about 20 videos in there, lots of resources, lots of things. It's free. If you go to this link, elitecareermentor.com/7-day course, you can download this course. You'll get a training every single day. And also there will be at the end of the course an opportunity to work with me one-on-one. But the course is completely free. You can go and download it now. There's no obligation, and it contains all the in-depth detail of these strategies and these things that I've just told you about in this quick video. So I hope you found this helpful, and I hope that this helps you understand the full in the strategies that we implement that get you around these things that keep you invisible as an international candidate. Let me know if you have any questions. Post your questions below this video for me, and go and download that course today. That'll help you with more in-depth information of how to implement these strategies.